morning, everyone. My name is Osi. I'm from South Africa. Now, the issue that we're facing as Africa, especially pertaining the finance mechanisms, is that as much as we want to implement the 30 by 30 and a sort of a reform in terms of biodiversity and making sure that we preserve our nature, the one problem that we have is a finance mechanism. So we do believe there needs to be a drastic change with regards to the implementation of those finances and with regards to actually distributing those funds. Because if more funds are going to be distributed to developing countries and then less to third world countries, how are you expecting us to keep up or to catch up with regards to all of the initiatives pertaining biodiversity? So we feel as Africa that there needs to be a drastic change in terms of the finance mechanisms actually provided for African countries in order for us to keep up. Because if you're going to have the 30 by 30, the first world countries are actually keeping up. And then we fall from actually achieving that goal because we don't have the sufficient resources in order to implement the goals and objectives of the Convention for Biological Diversity. Thanks.
We have been fighting for a number of innovative mechanisms in finance exactly to address these. Some are being slowly accepted, some we still have a long way to go. First, it's very important not to reduce official development assistance. And unfortunately, some developed countries now are in their budget policies reducing official development assistance. And it's necessary to denounce that. Second, we need to make sure that when the World Bank and the other international development banks operate, instead of just using their money directly to make loans, they should give guarantees, they should assume the first risk in coalitions in order to mobilize massive private finance at reasonable cost to countries like yours. Because private finance will only go to a country like yours with very high interest rates, which means it will not help you to do what you need to do. So international financial institutions must change their business model, assume more risks to do this. And then there are a number of instruments that we have been fighting for to swap debt to investments in climate action, in biodiversity preservation, or in others of the sustainable development, which means government